let's talk about my new live stream gear, the mobile live multi-stream setup. Move the camera away into the living room. I'm showing you what mobile is. I can move around anywhere I like. How am I going to show you the setup? I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to use another camera to show you the setup. This is what we call mobile live streaming. The presentation was shot with this camera, the Panasonic Lumix FZ2500, and it's broadcasted through the internet via the YoloBox to 3 locations, to Twitch, Facebook and YouTube. And at the same time, I am recording inside the YoloBox as well as in the camera itself. Okay, I'm going into detail now about the setup. To prove that this is really mobile, I'll go backward. Can you see that? It's not attached to anything. It's on its own. First of all, the camera source. This is the Panasonic Lumix FZ2500. It records on the SD memory card. It doesn't have that 30-minute cutoff time. Okay, it comes with a lens that is as wide as 24 millimeters, and you can zoom for 20 times. But the weak thing is this: its battery cannot last more than 45 minutes. So what I do is I have a battery adapter and connect to an external power supply, a 10,000 milliampere hour external power bank, the same power bank that I use to charge my phone. What brand is this? Anker. It has been reliable. I've been using it for years and it still holds its charge. And right now for the audio, the audio that you are listening to right now is coming from the Sennheiser G3. I'm wearing a clip-on mic. The transmitter is on my belt. And for the receiver, over here. The receiver is over here and it's connected to the camera. The microphone input of the Panasonic Lumix. Okay, what about the video that's going out to the internet? Okay, so the video output from the camera comes out from this micro HDMI port, which goes through a micro HDMI to HDMI cable and goes into the YoloBox. So now let's talk about the YoloBox. Okay, HDMI goes into HDMI number 1. Next to it is HDMI input number 2. That means you can put in 2 camera sources and you can switch from over here. In fact, you can put in up to 3 camera sources. The third one is a USB input, and next to that is a HDMI output port. Okay, what this one does is it goes to the external monitor to monitor. I will only use this when I use the YoloBox as a studio live encoder, but right now it's a mobile encoder, so I can't attach a monitor to it. I can't carry my monitor around because the monitor is already here. This is what I look at. And next to it is the Ethernet port for us to connect directly to the internet. Okay, there are 3 ways you can connect the YoloBox to the internet. Directly via Ethernet cable, via Wi-Fi, or via 4G mobile data. Okay, right now we are using Wi-Fi. In the next test, I'll be going outdoors and use 4G data. Next to that Ethernet port is the audio input jack. Okay, when I use the YoloBox as a studio live stream encoder, I will make use of this audio input jack. But for right now, my audio is going directly into the camera for recording because I want to use the recording for editing. Although I have a recording going on here in the YoloBox. Next to the audio input jack is a USB power input. So this is where you supply power. Right now there's no power going in because there's an internal battery and the battery shows 76% level. How long have we gone live? We have gone live for about 1 hour 10 minutes and we still have 76% of battery life left. That means we can go on for another 2 hours plus, which is what they say on the paper. On paper, the YoloBox battery can last about 3 hours. At the bottom, we have an audio output jack to monitor my audio. Right now it's connected to my headset, okay, which I can wear and listen. Test, test, 1, 2. Yes, my voice is still there. Now look at this at the bottom. Okay, YoloBox comes with accessory shoe mount. Below the YoloBox, there's a standard 1/4 inch hole which you can attach to a tripod, and now it's attached to a shoe mount adapter. And this shoe mount adapter goes on top of my Panasonic shoe mount. Okay, how cool is that, right? Okay, and then below here is the SD card. Right now the recording is going into the SD card. So that's a tour of the external part of the YoloBox. So now let's look at the screen. On top you see the transmission bit rate. Right now is 3000 plus kbps, and then next to it is the frame rate. Okay, right now it's 30 frames per second, and there's no drop frame. Okay, that's a wonderful thing. Next to that is how long we've gone live, about 1 hour 13 minutes already. And then next to that is the recording. Okay, I'm recording into the SD card on the YoloBox. It's about 1 hour 15 minutes. And on the other end, you see the time right now. Right now it's 2 p.m. And you see the Wi-Fi signal. And you see the next one is the SIM card. You see SIM card is not inside. And the battery level, 75%. Now below here, on this panel shows where I am live right now. So we have YouTube, Adrian Lee, Facebook, Adrian Lee, and Twitch, Adrian Video Image. It's living now. I can go to a fourth platform if I want to by keying in the custom RTMP. Okay, next to it is actually the monitor. So using this live stream encoder, I don't need an external monitor. Okay, then below that is our camera switcher. Right now we are only using one camera, so this camera switcher is not very useful. Finally, we have the commands. In my previous video, I've already gone through all these features in detail. If you want to know what this feature does, look at my previous videos. I am going to show you a final demo. I am going to remove the tripod so it looks really mobile. I'm going to turn the YoloBox to face me. Okay, the YoloBox is facing me now. So now I'm going to remove the tripod and move around. Okay, ready? I'm going to unplug the audio, drop the audio. The camera is totally mobile right now. You know, when you buy a YoloBox, it comes with a packaging with this picture in front of its box. And finally, I get to use it as it is. I'm very happy with the test and documentation. Yeah, for those watching the recording, feel free to leave your questions and comments below. This is the first time I use mobile live multi-streaming. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share this video with your friends. And if you haven't done so, subscribe! This is Adrian Lee from videolane.com. See you in the next one.